You walk along an old path through the eastern woods. At this hour, the moon shines especially bright. Everything around you glows with a mysterious light. All of a sudden, you hear loud voices and metallic ringing. Trying not to make a sound, you go deep into the woods. Finally, the branches part, and you see a curious sight. Some Khaldoons, unknown to you, are having taken an interest in the wondrous samovars. You buy one of the samovars from the bewildered Khaldoons. They hurriedly gather the rest of the wares and disappear into... You arrive during the long, pre-dawn twilight. Sharp points of age-old fir trees from a jagged wall far behind the church of Wiedelgort.
Who goes there at the crack of dawn? Is it you, Vasilisa? Cover your head, girl.
Morning, Holy Father.
Kolya? Is that you? And don't tell me you want me to marry you to her.
Well, it's too early for me. Kolya, on the other hand.
Hey, Vasa. Don't go deciding the things for me.
We came for another reason, actually. We need a name, an orthodox one, from the list of the holy names, from the Sviatse.
It can't be.
No, we won't.
You want to...
Father Yefrem sways, walks back.
Are you sure you don't want to marry?
It's all for good. We want to free this girl.
You explain your encounter with the Banya bride.
I've heard about the changelings. Not sure how it works, though. I I can't give you a name. That chart tricked you both.
Choosing a name from Sviatzy turns out to be not such an easy task. How can I make him reconsider? It is written, "Thou shalt help thy neighbors." After all, she's a person, just like us.
Truly. They say you are a witch now, Vasya. It will soon be the harvest day of Ivan the Long. We need to disperse the dry winds. Help our village, and I, in turn, will help you with the name.
It's a deal. I know a ritual to thwart dry. We'll go visit the field.
All right, you'll have your name.
Father Yefrem opens a...
Choose. These days we honor the holy Claudia, Matriona, and Alexandra.
We'll name her Claudia.
Claudia means lame.
Thank you, Father.
Well, the field is about a mile to the west.
I'll try to thwart the winds. See you later.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty in the twilight of the dawn. You find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat ears. It's a Khaldun's Zalom.
Wind, oh wind of the seven brothers, the oldest one. Do not blow from the rotten corner. Do not bring rain from the west. But blow us warmth. Render good service to our people. Joy to plowmen. Glory to you, fair swan.
You finish reciting the Zagaver, and for a moment...
You sure are a strange creatures.
By you, do you mean us Khalduns?
Ha! Humans. Always, and that is why you always lose. My name is Andrigo. And you, I've heard about you. You the
So is it you who spoils the field? Send...
spoil? I am helping the peasants. And I mean, surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that I came across this Zalom.
You don't say. Perhaps you know who's...
The Zalom caused this chord to appear. Who left these weeders? Who summoned this chord? You were sent here by another Khaldun, weren't you?
Right. You know, I'm starting to like you. I could even tell you who the Khaldun is who sent me. If you weren't so careful, the Zalom had already been in... Want to make a deal? Let me finish what I'll send some dry winds. And after that, I'll be your servant. The death in heaps.
I have all the chords I need. Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. Enough talking. I'll definitely banish you from this field.
You soon arrive at your destination. The field looks empty you find a poorly hidden bundle of old wheat.
Wind, O wind of the 7 brothers, the oldest one, but blow us warmth. Wrap joy to plowmen. Glory to you, fair swan.
You finish reciting the Zagav.
You sure are.
By you.
Ha! Human. And that is why you... My name is Andrejko. And you...
So is it...
Spoil? I am help... I mean... Surely you understand that this is for their own good, don't you?
What possible good can brook...
Oh, you disappointed peasants will have a... That is... But it will make them search for new. So when there are newly gained skills, as you can see, I am a visionary. Well, now, shall we go up?
Don't be a glib with me. Tell me. It's not by chance that
You don't say.
the Zalom caused this chort to appear. Who left these weeders? You were sent here by an...
Right, I could even tell you who they called them if you weren't so careful. Does Allah want to make a deal? I'll send some dry winds. And after that, death in heaps.
Have it your way. Come to my pistieri when you're done with the field.
So, the name of the girl will be... a fitting name. You did the right thing sorting out that demon. Won't spoil any good crops. All you need to find now is a cross and a...
Then I'll start with the cross.
In Yanidor, you'll find Evdokia Fokovna. They say... So, did you get all that?
Who is that Ikot?
Come on. This one time, a woman from Pokchak, and then a chort, size of a vershok.
Oh, so that was an Ikotnitsa.
Well, yes, this Ikota chort talked with us for a bit, remember?
I really don't like dealing with the possessed.
Well, nothing can be done. So, did you get all that?
Where can we find that woman in Yenyu?
Her house is closer to the edge of the village. So, did you get all that?
What not to get? Go to the Ikotnitsa and...
Old houses and banyas are often home to demons. The masters leave, but don't always take their host spirits with them.
You've been telling me how you got your Khaldun power.
Right. Where were we? He taught me this. That one time, the cattle had wandered all over the place. Drank a whole bottle of vodka. Well, what other choice did I have? I went to collect them by myself. Managed to get all. Had to pass Mikhail's crossroads. So, there I am. The moment I stepped onto the winds out of no... Figured I'd quickly... And these shorts were just... Well, I think that's it. Everything turned out all right, as you see. Next time I'll tell you how I got out of it.
What sort of spirit?
Masters of the bathhouse, like Susietko. I don't think it was an ordinary place, the Banya, before the worship of God.
What do you mean, before God?
I mean that our ancestors, some Perm people, still call upon Yan or Voipil.
We should tell everyone about the chorts we've met. You know, to warn the good people, right?
Everyone knows, but not everyone believes. How did you end up with a cross?
Oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, right. There's no such thing as...
All right then, I'll tell you. We were near a town. Believna, it was a real...
Did you encounter any chorts there?
Worse. The cannon fire was so... It seems they all fled here. So, there was this redoute.
Redoute?
Well, it's a kind... No one could get any...
And what about you, being such...
Hey, no jokes. I think God helped me. I went from the side, found some barrels full of gas. They blew up. Started a lot of our enemies burned that day. I suppose I will. I nearly died. Since then, when I see a fire, I fished the cross from the river of blood, Vaisa. Are you happy now? Do you...
What are you going to do with your new bride?
Well, we'll get a farm. We'll get folks from the... Well now, I'll build... And children eventually.
Be careful, though. Who knows?
That's good.
It seems that you're the fiercest of them all. Let's go. We'll talk later.
Get out of here, you meddling kids, or you'll get it!
Run! He saw us!
Wait, maybe they're here on business.
Oh, Vasilisa! We saw such a scary...
Why do you say that?
See for yourself. They say there used to be a party every... So wait for us.
Well, you'll wind up in...
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual fair. Despite the late hour, trading is still taking place.
You're not what we consider an average girl, are you? In that case...
What kind of wisdom do you possess? That which comes from above? Or...
Low prices. Come and see. Buy some herbs and other goods I've brought for...
The players are carried away by a game of Durak. You wander off course and walk onto the road more to the west than you had planned. You stumble upon a ragged man with rotten teeth and rotten eyes.
Hey, what do we have here? A girl or something? Right. I'll let you go if you give me all your money.
It seems to me you can't see so well in the dark. I'm not traveling alone.
Come on over here, brigand boy. I fought the Turks, went toe-to-toe with demons, but you're kind of the filth.
Looking upon the tall soldier, the brigand loses his. You go on your way. Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. Fir branches poke into the empty windows of an abandoned hut. You are overcome by an unpleasant feeling. You squeeze into a slightly open door and clear away the cobwebs. It is dark and empty here. The dead silent. You take the money and tell about the dead accordion player in the nearby village. You walk through the forest. Grim trees hang from all sides, and strange noises are coming from the dark of the night. Their work continues, and soon one of the demons puts on the human skin. Now he looks half... Having dealt with the demons, you look around. A narrow You know about a cemetery nearby and decide to visit it. The tombstones that stand among the trees are enveloped in a gray fog. You walk around the overgrown cemetery and look at the grave crosses. You pray for the repose of the souls that lie in this cemetery. You're in luck. The grave diggers have recently dug up a grave. It stands open, black. You pray for the repose of the soul. You hear a whip crack. Shrieking in pain, some unfortunate. You call out to the devil. Both the enemy and the... In the shady ravine lies a great stone. It has the mark of a foot on its top that's filled with morning dew. There are quite a few candles around it. Here and you drink the holy water and feel a surge of strength and you see a swamp ahead. The damp soil squishes under your feet. You become cold and uncomfortable. You read a protective Zagavar, and the ghost disappears. When you finish your sorcery, you realize that this calf was, in fact, Yanidor is covered with a bright pre-dawn mist. Amidst the hollow silence, you hear sounds of the village waking up. With old Yegor's directions, you quickly find the house of Yevdakia Fokovna. Nikolai knocks on the carved gates, and you are soon greeted by the hostess.
Yevdakia Fokovna, God bless.
God bless.
God bless indeed. And who might you—
We've come to speak to your daughter.
Ha! Came to make fun of my Akulina! I won't let you. Leave us alone.
Oh, we wouldn't dare. We won't—
Help her? Many have tried. None have succeeded. What makes you—
I know how your daughter is suffering. That's why I want to—
Very well. Couldn't hurt. My girl suffers from an ikota. Akulina hides in the old Church of Transfiguration at night. The ikota is not so violent there. That's—
Thank you. Don't worry about your daughter.
Well, God willing. God—
Goodbye, Yevdakia Fokovna.
The old Church of Transfiguration, a grim shadow in the crimson twilight of the early hours. The domes of this building tower silently over. Old stairs lead inside the church.
An icon. Someone must have knocked it off the pole.
The sun is rising, yet I don't feel any less frightened.
Wooden domes reflect silver light in the rising sun.
Old stairs lead inside the church.
This place is too grim to be a Christian place.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially, as if it suffered a strong northern gale. The royal gates.
The wooden sculpture looks majestic and enigmatic.
The iconostasis has collapsed partially. In the dim light, you notice a heap of rags where the Ikotnitsa Akulina lays. She seems to be sleeping. You call out to the girl. She jolts up and darts to the altar corner. Even amidst the gloom, you note—
Who are you? Don't hurt me, please.
Don't be afraid, Akulina dear. We won't— I'm Vasya, and this is Koля. We want to help you. We heard you have a Nikota.
Yeah, they say I have a short inside me.
Can we talk to it?
I can't make Proshka come out. He'll come out when he wants to.
We'll need your cross for this. Can you—
What am I to do without a cross? Proshka will—
I'll trade you mine. I have two of them. One was given to me at birth, and I found the other on the battlefield.
Tell us about your chort.
What's there to tell? Some of the other kids may
the girl starts to whimper.
We can get rid of Proshka.
get rid of him. He won't leave by himself.
Don't worry. I think I know how to draw. I have to make the Ikota mad enough so that he leaves Akulina. How can I anger this particular chort? We'll burn some incense.
The Holy Father tried.
I don't think this one.
Yes, he made me
I'll draw a circle, and we'll start.
You sit Aquilina in front of the iconostasis, and Nikolai puts...
You call yourselves exorcists? This Zagavar is dated. No one uses that commencement now. What kind?
Christ's kingdom.
It's impolite to make mention of such kingdoms in front of demons, I have you. I hate icons.
So you're the Ikota Chort?
So what if I am? Ain't I fine looking like a feline? What did you expect? A frog or something?
We need Aquilina's cross.
Yes, I've heard. I tell you what, witch. If you beat me, I might even do both.
No, tell me something else. Why do you haunt Aquilina? Why do you torture?
That's no business of yours. Well, on the other hand, I don't have anything else to do.
You see, I study demon.
There's nothing to tell, really. Yenidor used to be a wealthy churchyard. Merchants used to request prayer. I was once the Susietko of this church.
Why would a church have a Susietko?
Why not? The abandoned ones have much scale. Or am I not good enough? But now, no one lives here, no one visits the church. So I crawled inside Aquilina out of...
Won't you leave the girl alone?
I might leave her if you beat me.
So why don't you like...
Have you seen many charts that do? Or maybe we should open a church. We could call it, So You Haven't Figured Out That I Can't Stand Icons. They make me mad. It's not that I'm against this new but she could at least make do with these drawings. Not my cup of tea. Gives me shivers.
So you're the...
So what if I am? Ain't I fine...
We need Aquilina.
Yeah, tell you what, witch. If you beat me...
So be it, Proshka.
Here I come, Vasilisa. away from my Aquilina.
Away with you, demon!
just scroll inside the girl. You want...
Oh, no, you won't. I have a Zago.
Wait. Don't finish me off, Vasya. I'll tell you what. I'll leave Aquilina and come work for you. I can be useful, you'll see. I won't harm anyone. I'll be good.
Work for me? I have plenty of charts already.
Well, I'm not exactly a short. I can be of use like a Susietka, in fact.
Actually, we don't have a Susietka. That's not such a bad idea. What will Grandpa say to that? Alright, I'll take you, but you better watch it. No joking around.
Proshka leaves Akulina, climbs your left shoulder, and then vanishes into black flames. The girl crumples and falls down, exhausted. Her face looks calm and serene. Proshka won't poison her life.
Now we have a cross. You see, Vasya, ask and ye shall receive.
Big deal. A demon's cross. Susietkas don't shun crosses either, I presume.
But on the other hand, we could do without this rattle box chort.
Why are you calling a rattle box?
Hush, Proshka. Don't be angry, Grandpa. He may be of use to us yet.
All right, we'll see if it works out. The only thing left to do is visit the spinner. Vasilisa and I are going to see the spinner. There's nothing for you to do there, Kolya. Understand?
Sure did.
And one more thing. Don't say anything about the Banya or the bride. The spinner can't stand demons. Got it?
What should I say to...
Good question. Keep your ears open. Remember, do not, and you might as well disregard. Now, if she doesn't like you, or shoot, got it?
Who is...
A woman. Her name is Kapitalina Ivan. She's quite knowledgeable. That's why I am coming with you. Got it?
What should I say to get the bell?
Good. Keep, remember, and you might. Now, if she does, got it?
Understood.
Yes, I've already.
Do you have any Kupala salve left?
If I only knew. And another thing. He asked me to check on his... It's not far from...
Well, Vasya, now I can say I've seen things. Cannon fire. A redoute, that's one thing. The devil himself, still, I think that war is scarier.
You've seen too few shorts, Kolya.
Perhaps that's true. But that's beside the point. I know how to get over this. I have an idea.
What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking of stepping right into the...
You could die, you know.
No. I'm not. It's not the devil I have to overcome. Man's greatest enemy.
What happened down there?
Bah, Vasya. You would. Not by the Holy Spirit. I don't even want to remember. The thoughts alone make my hair white.
Is that why you started smoking?
Well, look at you. Well, yes, to tell you the truth, I'm terrified even when I strike sparks with...
Well, what do you want? Can't you see? I'm all cozy. I'm sleep. Ask what you wanted. I need to sleep. Got tired.
What kind of demon?
That's how fiends are called. Ikota. If they possess people, that is. You know that. Wish to learn. Any demon can become Ikota. Climb up on someone. Got it? That's it. People bet you can do it better than me.
Wanted to learn more about you. What were you doing before Akulina?
All right, I'll tell you. I've told you before. I used to be a societe for quite some time. The Transfiguration Church was built how long ago? I am wise and old, you see. So you'd better...
Never seen cats any wiser, that's true.
Good then.
Maybe you'll stop swooping your fur all over the Izba.
What? What about it? None of my concern. You could have fixed the bench yourself, by the way.
Oh, I'll show you.
Wait, Grandpa. You will do a better job.
Sure.
What with the church?
So about it. I've stayed at Susietka...
You were Susietka over there in church? Or were you from some other place?
In the church, I remember. But what was there before that building? Let's talk a bit later. Maybe my memory will return.
Why did you transfer?
Cats kill people. For protection, that is why. Well, what you look...
Yeah, right. Cats give no quarter. It is good that our father...
So you don't believe me then? Let me tell you one story.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look...
Seek me out, girl, and I will grant you knowledge. I can help you gain a better grasp of your...
You catch a whiff of the disgustingly sweet smell of rot. Cold fear enters your soul when you guess what might be the source. You dig a small grave and push the dead man inside. You read a... You see a small demon sitting on a hillock. In his hand, he is holding a snake by its tail, swinging it from side to side. A swishing sound of the snake's body and its angry hissing fill the swamp. You watch as the demon twirls the snake above his head. It seems as if he'll never grow... Despite the late hour, sounds of celebration are coming from the village. It turns out that a festive dinner has dragged on, and you offer to disperse the festival for the host. His distrust of you vanishes when, after a couple of your Bathing in the moonlight, a moss-covered idol is hidden among the tall trees. You walk closer and see You meet a girl walking in the direction of Panteg. In her hands, she clutches a spindle that is emanating dark power. You call out to the peasant girl and convince her to get rid of the curse. You freeze with horror. A dead girl is dangling from a spruce tree's gnarled branch. You can't move. This strange fruit sways back and forth with a creak in the cold wind. She dies. As soon as you draw a circle, two demons burst from the skin of the hanged girl. You feel at ease as you walk down the welcoming street of this village. A calm silence surrounds you.
Vasilisa, is that you? Come on.
I don't have the time.
Come on. Your work is such a bore.
All right, I have a little.
You sit by a house and dissolve in a deep song. On the field, you hear the steady sound of digging. Coming closer, you see a peasant moving the border.
Is that you, Yegor?
It is I, with Vasily.
God bless. What are you looking at? I'm moving the border ditch. What of it?
Why are you moving the border ditch?
For good reason. The Petrov's workers, they deceived me. Shot me in the...
Have you spoken?
I have. Now Petrov's folks silenced me right through. I'll tell you what. If you curse the demons, I'll pay you.
All right.
You whisper a few cryptic words and make expressive gestures.
They won't be able to say a word at the next village.
Thank you. Fine, here is some money.
You take the money. Near a small forest creek, you find a grassy meadow. You take the herb and get ready to go on your way. The closer you are to the house of the spinner, the more ominous the woods get.
There are bright strings of some kind on the path.
So, how do you like ours is go speak to that skull. That's the spinner for you. Always thinking up something crazy.
What do you mean?
I mean that it used to be a Khaldun. The regular folks aren't likely to... It's some skulls, such as these, used to have. It would be best if you passed the test. This woman knows me, you see, but...
What's with the yarn on the
You see it? Ordinary folk. The yarn binds some poor Christian. It's a strong and dark sorcery. You had bet...
What else should I know about that?
Hush, child. These skulls report every lead. Keep your lips sealed.
There are many different skulls and charms.
You approach the skull hanging by the door. Suddenly, the bony head starts shaking.
Oh, joy! Finally! My eye isn't what it used to be.
Will you let me pass to see the spinner?
With pleasure. If it were up to me. Anyway, we'll do it. Solve any one of them. Solve none? Or refuse to answer?
I'd say that's the...
Well, are you up to it?
Wait, answer...
I have no answer. Well, are you up to it?
I want to look around first.
Ready to solve some riddles?
Have it your way.
Listen to the... There is a hamlet, folks packed together tight.
There's a hamlet, folks packed in tight. Come morning the cock crows, yet no man stands upright. A cemetery. Proper dead...
Correct. Only that man don't believe me. You may pass. Or you may try to guess another.
Let's riddle some more.
Listen. Lame chicks sing along, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a...
Lame chicks sing along, dry wood they haul. Wound up in a ditch, can't move an inch. People sin on Maslenitsa.
No, it is a funeral procession. I remember. You may pass. Or you may...
Let's riddle some more.
Steal a coin.
Steal a quine, tale of twine. Well, that's easy.
Correct. Look at you. You should... Well, you may pass. We can riddle some more.
Let's riddle some more.
Listen to... Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech.
Walks with no legs, sleeves with no arms, mouth with no speech. A clog.
Hey, but they don't call the hat Shadow. I can riddle you another one.
All right then, I'm up.
Evening, Kapitalina Ivanovna.
Evening to you too.
The voice of the spinner is quiet and smooth.
Brought you my...
You sure did. But what are you thinking, poking around in my business? I let it slide on a...
God bless Kapitolina Ivanovna.
She has the stirrings of a knower. So why are you here? Not just to check up on an old woman, I should think.
I wanted to ask you about this yarn you have.
This witchery is not yet. In time, it's not the same as sending fiends for milk, mind you.
We met your doorman. What if...
Some lousy Khaldun. And Yeret hasn't served his time yet, so he helps me around.
We saw a dead girl in Villas of Wood.
That was... didn't have money for a love potion. Well, it serves her right.
I need a woven belt. A powerful one.
Yes, only why would I...
Old Yegor warned me that I should watch my mouth around the spinner. How should I answer? You're known all across the Uyezd for weaving...
So, you aren't here without reason. You've become a no. So, what are you going to do?
How am I supposed to answer that? I really don't know what to do with them. Chorts will help me become a powerful witch.
The filth will chew you up, Yegor. The girl seems to follow in your foot. Oh, you're never after anything without reason. Then cooking up something, I'll give you... It'll help your pupil, but he...
Hush. Have it your...
All right, here's your belt. Don't forget...
You won't let me. Spinner is no simple witch. It's not the last time we'll hear of her. What are you running your mouth for? You miss the whipping so much? Or does it lift? Now we'll have... All right, we've got... Well, you've got all the... Now we can try... Since you have the book now, I can't go. And Abdericha is a powerful... She can charm and skin you alive. So, Vasya, perhaps you have some questions.
What kind of ritual should we perform?
I've never saved change. I think you will need to go. The bannik will test you. You have all... Perhaps you have some questions.
What is that, Abdericha?
Who knows where this one... These things... They say a bannik settles in a banya where 40 As for this one, the only... Is it and only there... Perhaps you have some questions.
Time to hit the road.
I still wonder how word gets out in the land. I traveled to Vilgord. No one fears me like they used to anymore. Must have heard that I transferred the power to you.
So why weren't you killed at the crossroads?
So the fiends circled around me. Well, I think that's it. We'll meet Timofey soon. Then I see one demon wearing a red hat. So I grabbed it. Then everything froze. Turns out the hat was changed to him. The demons went round and round, glaring at me with their... And their leader says, "Return the hat." He could bring back my brother, though. I asked him then, "Where?" And what do you know? Prokopy, the holy fool, sent them for me as a sort of a sacrifice. It wasn't the master of the forest, the children who disappeared, and he fed them all to his chore. Timofey among the devil curse Prokopis. If I ever see him in hell, I'll make sure he suffers.
What did you do with the chorts?
Send them to kill Prokopy. In the end, everyone thought he had drank one too many, but it was my shorts. That's not the end of it, but I'm tired. Next time I will tell you about the Black Book.
Why would the Banya bride need this sort?
I reckon it's the only way she can get out. She needs things from the human world. You see, there's no living man without a cross, a belt, and a name. This girl never had any of that.
Listen, Vasia, I have a problem. Before we go, there is this old Trafim is his name.
The hunter from Kish...
Right. He disappeared all of a sudden. He could have been captured by the Vasia, will you come with me to Sloboda to help find him?
All right. It's not far after all.
Right. Just a couple of hours away. Not...
Wait! I lived in Sloboda. Take it, Vasilisa. You...
After a long walk on the old road, you see the wooden dome of the chapel, and then Pantina village itself. Tired from journeying, Nikolai walks into the first izba he sees to have a mug. The gloomy hosts serve you and your companion, keeping you on the opposite side of the central beam. You quickly scan the room and the inner porch. No demons are to be found, so you go outside. You whisper your Zagavar, and the disgruntled chort flies away with an audible squeak. A dry wind drives small whirlwinds along the road in front of the person who is walking towards you.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
You easily find Yegor's herb stash on the outskirts of the village. In the gall-bets of an abandoned izba, you find a pot on the outskirts. Recognizing an heir of the old Khaldun, the shorts flee in horror. You open the clay jar and indeed discover a multitude of useful herbs. Even dry, they haven't lost their magical properties. A lively small river pierced the sandy bank here, forming a wall above the noisy water. You see a strange, dark figure sitting by the water. You sense it's not a demon, but not quite a regular human.
A witch and a soldier. What a pair. A lord and a...
God bless. Is this the way to Sloboda?
It is. What are you leading there for, huh?
Old woman. Maybe you've seen a friend of mine. He's a hunter. Trofim is...
I heard he's gone missing.
You haven't, you say?
Not since the first snow, no.
And you, old woman?
Can't I have a drink of water?
The woman abruptly jumps up and...
Strange woman. Might she be a witch?
No, doesn't look...
Well, Sloboda...
You barely encounter anyone in the sleeping village, but Nikolai sets to work with fervor. You look around. It seems that the store is still open, thanks to its attached pothouse. A somber wall of coniferous forests stands black on the horizon.
Well, he went missing quite a long time ago. We've been searching for him for... Must have fell into a bog of some sort. God rest his...
Well, well.
God willing.
Did he go missing before?
In the middle of the summer? Never. During the hunting season it is to be expected. He went away for... And now? Strange thing. People saw him speaking to Lucaria, the holy fool. People asked her, but she knows nothing. A fool, what do you expect? With the amount of misfortunes she had, no wonder she lost her mind.
What happened to her?
She used to be an ordinary gal, and her child followed him. She left the village and built a hut, lives off a pittance.
What might she discuss with Trofim?
Devil knows. Ask her herself.
Where can we find her?
She lives in the swamps to the north of here. I myself haven't seen it. Though if I were you, I would keep away from those swamps. We rarely pass there. Only if you want to take a shortcut to Yenidor.
On our way, we ran into a frightening...
That was Lucaria. Who else? Every village has its black sheep. We have Lucaria.
Tell me about your swamp.
They are called Kasyan Swamp. I don't know who Kasyan is, but one thing is for sure. One could easily lose their way.
Kolya, if you remember, the woman told us that she...
Right. So
Let's head to her hut and...
Wait, you're not in nowhere, are you? Could you fix our creek? It's a bit whisper a bit or something. What a creek it was. They call it Dog Creek now.
very well.
God bless.
A river flow has burst out from the overgrown slope and gurgles down the wooden trough to the crooked platform. By intuition, you look under the platform. You were right. You meet the gaze of a devil idol. You hold out your hand and grip the bronze goddess with the tips of your fingers. The moment you start to pull on it, swamp water glitters menacingly with the sharply pointed stars of the night sky. Nikolai walks in front of you as cockroaches scatter as you open the crooked door. Inside, the izba is even grimier. You smell... Though you lost the fool in the dark, Nikolai follows her tracks as if you were following her in broad daylight. You step under the thick canopy.
Wicked people! Villains! Don't touch my child!
Jesus and his troops. Does she think it's her child?
Get out of the forest! I didn't call you, no—
Is she out of her mind? Or is it something we're not seeing? What sort of demon are we dealing with here? Changeling. Lord, she nursed her changeling for so long. It's clear now. No one grew—
You're a changeling, you damned witch!
Step aside.
Banish yourself! Begone! Begone!
Where did you get the changeling?
There's no changeling here.
Try to remember. We meet—
Lucaria, hush!
You won't learn anything.
It's so unlikely we'd find the girl. Who knows how much dreadful food— I don't even want to think about it.
Where is Trefim?
Kolya, look around. She's been feeding a demon.
My child must eat, yes.
Cursed woman.
Wait, let's question her first. We can't leave this chort alone. The next thing you know,
That won't happen. We'll shoot.
Begone!
there's no talking to her.
Here is what I think. She's as guilty for— She has to pay for her evil deeds.
We can't do that. We're not—
You're right, Whistle.
A sudden jerk, and the holy fool is consumed by flames. Nikolai tries in vain to pull the unfortunate wolf trap.
What a night. I'm glad that chort is finished, but I'm still scared. How many horrible chorts like that is there in our Uyest?
It's not the last of them, that's for sure. That's the very reason Khaldoons are needed. To help the
Oh, I need to catch my breath. Trefim. Wasa,
There's no doubt about it.
thank you, Vasilisa. If you need anything, you can always count on me. Don't doubt it. Thank you, Vasa, for not letting down.